Motors is saying it paid off a $6.7 billion U.S. government loan ahead of schedule in a move the company hopes will revive its image. So how's the economy looking? Financial analyst Uri Mann is joining us live now to talk about it. Is this banking reform going to make a big difference in how the economy comes back here or not?
Absolutely not. I don't think the banking reform bill will do much at all. It's almost like treating symptoms here instead of the underlying program. The underlying problem is really that our government is outspending its tax receipts. Consumers don't have access to credit. We don't have jobs. That's the underlying problem here. And this reform, is sort of like treating cancer with an aspirin. It's not going to do much.
You have to wonder what he's going to have to do, though, because there are so many political lightning rods, one certainly being the crackdown on compensation practices. Those bonuses always make Americans mad.
Yeah, well, Wall Street continues to get demonized. Everybody needs a scapegoat here, and the current administration seems to be pointing at Wall Street as the underlying problem. The real thing that we need to do, if our government had any courage, they would stand up and tell the people where we are, which is in a drastic situation. We're talking here about the survival of this country and as we know it. And if they really want to do something, we need to drastically cut spending. We need to eliminate corporate taxes. Perhaps use a VAT tax instead of corporate tax. That would be a big stimulus on corporations bringing workers on shore. The reality here is that the current financial reform bill, first of all, has so many problems. I don't know if you guys are aware, but it really will devastate angel investing, which is one of the cornerstones of this country. It's going to require SEC registration of angel investing, and it requires registration of derivatives in Chicago at the expense of the New York Stock Exchange, which again feels a little bit like Chicago-style cronyism. I'm disappointed in this bill and the focus on demonizing Wall Street from our current administration instead of facing up to what the real challenges are.
Well, we mentioned General Motors being able to pay back part of what it owes the government, $6.7 billion loan. Does that have a lot of significance, do you think?
I don't think so. I mean, the U.S. Taxpayers are into this company for $45 billion. I think it will go down in history as one of the worst decisions any administration has ever made, investing that kind of money in a company that's going to continue to hemorrhage and essentially will eventually fail. They're betting on, if you look at their products, they're just not innovative. The Malibu, the Bolt, they're counting on those products to actually, bring them ahead of other companies. It looks like another impending disaster for the U.S. car manufacturers.
Financial analyst Uri Mann, thanks so much for talking with us. Now you can listen.
Thank you, Mr.